Alright, look at this. Look at this tomato right here. This came off a plant I have been babying since April. I started this thing from a seed the size of a pencil tip. I hardened it off on my back porch for 2 weeks. I dug the hole, I threw in the eggshells, I threw in the Epsom salt, I did the little dance, and this is what I got. Black sunken, rotten right on the bottom. And if you're watching this video, I'm gonna guess you've held a tomato that looked exactly like this one, and you felt that same little sting in your chest. Because it's not just a tomato, it's 3 months of your summer, it's your water bill, it's the hope you had back in spring when everything was still possible. So today, I'm gonna tell you exactly why this happens. I'm gonna tell you why almost every gardening video you've watched about this is telling you half the story. And I'm gonna give you 3 fixes you can do this weekend with stuff you probably already have in your garage that will actually stop it, for good. Grab a coffee, let's get into it. If we haven't met yet, I'm the person behind Harvest Haven, and this channel is for folks who grow food in their backyard. Not million-dollar market farms, not perfect Instagram gardens, just regular people with regular dirt and regular jobs trying to put something on the table that they grew themselves. And tomatoes are the crop that hooks people. They're the reason most of us started gardening in the first place. That first slice of a sun-warmed tomato off your own vine, that's the moment. That's the moment you become a gardener for life. Which is exactly why losing them hurts so much. Now, before I go any further, hit that subscribe button if you haven't. It's free, it tells YouTube that this kind of honest, no-nonsense garden talk is worth pushing to more people, and it keeps this channel going. Alright, let's talk about what's actually killing your tomatoes. I want to tell you a story before I give you the fix because I need you to understand I lost 2 entire tomato harvests before I figured this out. 2 summers. Summer of my 2nd year gardening, I had 12 tomato plants. 12 beautiful, big cages, straw underneath, drip line running down the row. I was so proud walking out there in the mornings with my coffee. And around late June, the first cluster started to set fruit, and I was counting them like a kid counts Christmas presents. Then the bottoms went black. Every single one. I went online, I did what everybody does, I typed in black bottom tomato and I got hit with the same 3 words on every website, blossom end rot, and every single one of them told me the same thing. It's a calcium deficiency. Add calcium, crush up eggshells, buy calcium spray, add lime to your soil. So I did. I spent probably $60 on calcium supplements. I ground eggshells until my kitchen smelled like a chicken coop. I sprayed the leaves twice a week. Next year, same thing, black bottoms, rotten fruit, 60 more bucks, 0 tomatoes. And that's when I finally called a friend of mine who runs a real farm, like feeds her family, sells at the market real farm, and I told her what was happening. And she laughed. She actually laughed at me over the phone. And she said, "Honey, your soil has plenty of calcium, that's not your problem." And then she told me the thing that changed everything. Here's what nobody tells you about blossom end rot. It is a calcium problem, but not the kind you think. Calcium doesn't move around the plant like water does. Calcium hitches a ride on water. When water moves up the roots, up the stem, out into the leaves and the fruit, calcium goes with it. That's the only way it gets where it needs to go. Now think about what happens on a hot July day when your tomato plant is thirsty. The roots can't pull water up fast enough. So the plant does what any smart plant does, it sends the water it does have to the leaves because leaves are what keep it alive. The fruit gets the leftovers, and when the fruit gets no water, it gets no calcium. And the cells at the bottom of that little tomato, the part farthest from the stem, those cells collapse, they die, they turn black. That's blossom end rot. So you can pour all the calcium in the world onto your soil. You can crush eggshells until your hands cramp. If your plant can't move water evenly and consistently, that calcium is never getting to the fruit. Never. The real cause, 9 times out of 10, it's how you're watering. Feast and famine, you forget for 3 days, then you drown them on Saturday, or your sprinkler hits the leaves but never soaks the root zone, or your soil dries out to concrete between waterings because there's no mulch on top. That right there, that inconsistent moisture, that is what's rotting your tomatoes. Not your soil, not your seeds, not bad luck, your watering rhythm. And once I understood that, everything changed. Okay, 3 fixes, do these this weekend. I promise you'll see a difference within 2 weeks. Fix number 1, deep mulch, and I mean deep. Most people put down a little sprinkle of mulch, a dusting like they're seasoning a steak. That does nothing. You need 4 inches of straw, of shredded leaves, of grass clippings that have dried out, whatever you've got. Pack it in around the base of every tomato plant, and this is important, pull it back about 2 fingers width from the actual stem. You don't want mulch touching the stem or it'll rot the base. What does this do? It keeps the soil temperature even. It stops the top layer from turning to brick in the sun. It holds water like a sponge for days after you water, and most importantly, it evens out the moisture. No more feast and famine, just steady, consistent, damp soil that your roots can drink from whenever they want. A big bale of straw at the feed store runs about $7 and covers a 4x8 bed. That's it, $7 and you just solved half your problem. Fix number 2, the finger test. Throw out your watering schedule, throw it out. Water every 3 days is garbage advice because it assumes every day is the same, and every day is not the same. A cloudy 70-degree day is not the same as a 95-degree day with wind. Instead, do this. Every morning, walk out with your coffee. Stick your index finger straight down into the soil right next to a tomato plant, all the way to the second knuckle. Pull it out, look at it. If dirt sticks to your finger, don't water, the soil is fine. If your finger comes out clean and dry, water deeply, slowly. That's it, that's the whole system. Your finger is a better moisture meter than any $20 gadget you can buy, and it forces you to actually visit your plants every morning, which is the single best thing you can do as a gardener anyway. Fix number 3, slow deep soaks, not sprinkles. When you do water, and this is where most people mess up, you cannot stand there with a hose for 30 seconds and call it a day. You cannot let the sprinkler run for 10 minutes. That water hits the top inch of soil, and then the sun cooks it off before lunch. You need slow, you need deep. You want the water to go down at least 6 to 8 inches so the roots grow down to find it, instead of staying shallow at the surface where they'll fry. The easiest way? A soaker hose, $15. Snake it through your bed, cover it with your mulch, turn it on low, let it run for 45 minutes twice a week. Done. If you don't have a soaker hose, use a regular hose on the lowest possible trickle and just move it from plant to plant. Give each plant a full minute of slow water at the base, not on the leaves at the base. Deep watering twice a week is worth 10 times more than a light sprinkle every day. Now let me tell you what not to do, because I see this stuff in the comments all the time. Don't buy the expensive calcium spray. If your watering is dialed in, you don't need it. If your watering is not dialed in, it won't work anyway. Save your money. Don't pull the rotten tomatoes off and think the plant is done. It's not. Pull the affected fruit off, yes, because it's not going to ripen properly, but the plant will keep making new fruit, and if you fix the watering now, that new fruit will come in clean. Don't panic and dump water on a wilted plant in the middle of the day. Wait for evening or early the next morning. Watering hot soil in the afternoon shocks the roots and can make things worse. And please don't rip out your tomato plants. I get messages every summer from folks who tear out perfectly good plants in July because of blossom end rot, and it breaks my heart. These plants will come back. Give them 2 weeks with proper mulch and proper watering, and you will not believe the fruit that comes off them in August. Come here, look at this row. This is my main tomato bed this year. Same variety I lost 2 summers in a row, same soil, same climate, same everything except the 3 things I just showed you. 4 inches of straw, finger test every morning. Soaker hose 45 minutes twice a week. Look at that, no black bottoms, no sunken spots, just tomatoes. Ripe, heavy, honest tomatoes that I'm going to eat on toast tomorrow morning with a little salt and a little olive oil. And here's the thing I want you to hear, I am not a special gardener. I am not blessed with magic dirt. I lost 2 full harvests before I figured this out. If I can get here, you can absolutely get here. You just needed somebody to tell you the truth about what was actually going wrong. Alright, here's what I want you to do. If your tomatoes are struggling right now, drop a comment below and tell me what your leaves look like. Are they curling, yellow, purple underneath? Because next Monday I'm doing a full video on how to read your plant's leaves like a language, and I want to feature your questions in it. If this video helped you, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach other folks with rotten tomatoes on their kitchen counter right now. And subscribe if you haven't, because tomorrow I'm sharing a $6 hose timer that has literally given me 2 hours of my weekend back, and I don't want you to miss it. Go pull the mulch out this weekend, get the soaker hose, do the finger test, and in 2 weeks come back here and tell me what happened. I read every single comment, everyone. Take care of yourselves, take care of your gardens. I'll see you tomorrow.